Welcome everyone. Today we shall discuss efficient computation of DFT FFT algorithm. So direct computation of DFT. So we will know the concept of efficient computation of DFT FFT algorithm and also reasons. So this is a conceptual video where you will know the concept. Efficient computation of DFT FFT algorithm. The DFT of an n-point sequence x of n is x of k is equal to summation of n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n omega n to the power of kn. This is DFT equation and this is IDFT equation. So here in DFT and IDFT we need n multiplication and n number of multiplication and n minus 1 number of additions. So this is very slow. For a real-time sequence which is very large signal processing such as the radar signals, radio signals or satellite signals or the International Space Station signals, continuously you have to monitor the signals. So in this type of signals you cannot do DFT or IDFT because it requires large number of multiplication and large number of additions. So it is not practical. So we are introducing the next method, that is fast Fourier transform. And also DFT will not consider the whole, will not consider the a very minute sampling. The large signal will be computed making the block wise. Each signal will be divided into very small blocks of even and odd signals. Then again it will again divided into another set of blocks. So like this a large signal will be divided into very small blocks which we will study in the next derivation. So the number of multiplication will be very less and also number of addition will be very less. So this is a efficient computation of DFT is FFT algorithm. So here we use two property, that is symmetry property and periodicity property of DFT. So what does the symmetry property say? Symmetry property says that omega n k plus, to the power of k plus n minus 2 can be written as minus omega n to the power of k, and periodicity property states that omega n to the power of k plus n can be written as omega n to the power of k. So this property, how we are using, where we are using, will be discussed in the next section. As this is just a conceptual video, you just understand the concept. So direct computation of DFT for the complex valued signal x of n of n points, DFT may be expressed as, for complex valued signals in the sense it has imaginary part and the real part. So xr of k is the real part and xi of k is the imaginary part. So therefore the DFT requires 2 to the power of n square evaluations of trigonometrical relation and 4 to the power of n square times of real time multiplication and 4n of n minus 1 times of addition. So this is very tedious process. So we are opting for the FFT. And also the FFT will give the minute sampling of each and every signal in very strategic way. But DFT will carry out the sampling in the overall manner, not in the very strategic minute way. So this is also one of the another video. So in the next video we shall discuss a derivation which explains the fast Fourier transform algorithm. So this is just a conceptual video. Let's go to the next video. Thank you. So the radix 2 DIT FFT algorithm. So here in the radix 2 FFT algorithms, there are two types, DIT and DIF. So here in the BTU syllabus, we study DIT FFT algorithm. Fast Fourier transform is an efficient way to compute the DFT. If we are processing an audio or a communication data in a DSP processor, so example in DFT, for 8-point DFT, we need 64 multiplications, but the FFT needs only 12 multiplications. So it will be 5 times faster than the DFT. The DFT is too slow for the long sequences. FFT drastically reduces the time. The real-time processing such as speech, radar communication, radio communication, etc. easier to implement on the microprocessor or DSP chips using FFT. So there are two ways where the fast Fourier transform can be carried out. One is decimation in time and another one is decimation in frequency. So both gives the same result in the different conceptual computational order. So decimation in time and decimation in frequency both gives the very good result, but the computational order will be different. So decimation in time, the decimating the input signal x of n into smaller time domain parts. Decimation basically means to break down. We are going to break down the input signal x of n into smaller parts. So these parts will be divided as even and odd samples. We will be keep splitting the signal x of n until we reach the 2-point TFT. So basically there will be a long sequence of input signal which will be decimated. The decimation means which will be breakdown or keep on splitting into into parts. How many parts? By even and odd sampling parts. So again this even and odd samples they will be keep on splitting until they reach 2-point DFT, the small block. So this recursive splitting in decimation process. So this recursive splitting in decimation process is FFT, fast Fourier transforms. Okay, so decimation in time will be carried out for x of n and decimation in frequency for x of k. So here we are going to study only of decimation in time. So for example for 8-point DFT, the signal will be from 0 to 7 samples. It will be divided into even into odd. The even samples will be 0, 4, 2, 6 and odd samples will be 1, 5, 3, 7. So this is the introduction video for the Radix 2 DIT FFT algorithm. So in next video we shall discuss the big derivation which is very important. Thank you.